I'm gonna call it to order. We'll get through the preliminaries and then go another minute for Dan. Okay, I'm gonna call the August 1st, 2023 meeting of the City of Binghamton's Commission on Architecture and Urban Design to order at 12:17 p.m. My name is John Darrow. I am the interim chairman of the board, as the chairman of the board seems to be conspicuously absent. If you would please introduce yourself.
Gary, Commissioner.
Ariel Amaro, Commissioner.
Daniel Need, Commissioner.
Pat McGinnis, city staff.
Julia Burling, ex officio.
Dylan Pelton, Historic Planning Department. Do we have enough to vote on minutes and stuff to get them out of the way? Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Okay. So we still have one commissioner who's running a little behind. We're going to try and get ourselves going here, just in the interest of everybody's schedule. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented for the last meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Unanimous. It passes. Great. Do we have anything else we have to do regards that? Okay, cool. The first thing on the agenda that we have is for 65 Court Street for the Grove. Anybody here for that? Is that on the phone? Okay, cool. I kind of didn't really understand this is presented as for a bunch of little window signs that are already there. Just rotating. Okay. Okay. So he's got to understand the terms of the poster posting. Send the poster police after. Yes. And they've got hours on it, but it's fine. I actually like it. Couple times I've been there. Enjoy it. Oh.
Okay, so I'll start. Hang on. So the summary of the proposal is the applicant Hamza Khan like to display window signs for advertisement of the Grove specials. Okay,
So I have to introduce myself first, right?
Yeah.
Just like, Hamza Khan, I live at 11 Blackstone Ave, Binghamton, New York, 13903.
Hey, just introduce yourself on the record.
we have a commissioner that just showed up. Hang on, Hamza.
Okay.
David Whalen, called Commissioner.
Thank you.
And these are the window signs that he wants to display in the historic district for his specials.
Yes.
What is the time frame duration that we would allow such?
Are you gonna hang these signs permanently on the windows, or how long are they gonna be?
They're gonna be up and down as it goes with the season. So whenever we have any specials or anything, it would be going up and down, so it won't be there permanently. It would be attached to the glass of the storefront.
How many? Do we
How
know
many signs are we talking?
I think it was total that I got was four signs.
And then is there a size restriction to this type of signage?
I don't know if you have it, but I have it on here. The way that these are displayed, the mullions that are in between these panes of window are small enough where this entire area is considered one giant window. So technically, the third like rule doesn't really apply because it's such a large area.
Yeah.
I mean, two things to keep in mind though, they're temporary signs. They also have to fit with the historic restrictions of a sign on a window.
Yeah, but my property is not historic. I know
But-
the district is, but.
Yeah, it contributes to historic district.
Okay.
Anybody?
He's going to change the signs as their specials. Is that what he's doing? So there's always going to be signs there.
So when you change the signs for the specials for the week, are the signs just always going to be up, just not the same ones?
Yeah, there's gonna be signs that are up, not the same ones. Sometimes there won't be any signs, so it just depends. I just want to get permission to be able to put up those signs.
When we were a couple meetings back, and the chiropractor was here, with the stickers on the window, I think part of that conversation, someone mentioned if it wasn't necessarily affixed to the window, if it was stood off on the inside of the store, whether it was on a pedestal or was hanging or something, it would preclude this conversation. Is that an option?
So the discussion is because it's on physically on the window,
Yes,
it's considered part of a public space.
okay.
But if you framed it and hung it behind the window, it's technically on personal property.
Not adhered to.
Yeah, I understand, but I want something to be presented on the window, not away from it. That's what I'm asking permission for. I know that I could put it on a frame, but it would be, there's customer space inside and, it'd be a little bit more of a problem. So I just wanted permission to put it on the glass as we go,
Yeah, I think
for the future.
just to add something, I mean, overarching, the intention is that they're temporary. We don't want to, I mean, your signs are decent enough quality, but I think what we might see if we, I guess, allow for permanent signage in your case is all of a sudden we're going to have constantly like posters just up on like all the windows in our downtown core. So I just personally want to emphasize the temporary nature of this, and I wouldn't want to see them up like 100% of the time, just swapping them out. That's kind of the gist of what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, sign permit would still be required even under temporary. He's got it. Yeah, good. That's first. Yeah.
I'm a little uncomfortable with it as presented. That's just me. Not just me. I'm inclined to table it for a better presentation of what's requested. And I'd also like a little better backup on what our overview is. Did you hear? I'm sorry. You're on the
Yeah,
wrong
no, I guess
side.
the only other question or suggestion we might make is a sidewalk sign an option
That'd be a good.
or
option.
multiple sidewalk signs.
Would a sandwich board be an
Sandwich
option
boards
for
would
this,
change.
Townsend?
Outside board, no. Only on the glass because it's printed out and it will get wet and with the weather around here, it's gonna get damaged. I can't keep on spending money on getting new signs.
I would also probably want to see what the signs are going to look like going forward for half a year or something, what's coming before us. I don't want to approve something that we have no visual surveillance over. I think it'd be wrong.
So are the posters you're presenting are the ones that, are they the ones that are going to hang in the windows?
Yes.
Those are it.
Okay, for a week, 10 days, what's the? I wish he was here. For a week or 10 days, how long are these in? You said you're switching them out, they're specials. Specials aren't permanent.
How long do you expect to hang these posters at a time? Like a week out, 2 weeks out? Hamza,
Yes.
how far out do you plan on hanging these? Like a week out, 2 days out?
I don't know, no time frame. Whenever, my manager decides, I'll be switching it here and there, but I don't know. There's no set time frame for
I'm
Yeah.
gonna want to see what signs we're approving.
specials and stuff like that, so.
Well, the posters are the signs.
Yeah, those posters, yep.
Will something always be in the window for a special? Like, will something always be posted?
Yes.
Great.
Well, it's under 30 days. It's temporary. Well, no,
I'm still gonna find the table until we get better feedback. Any discussion? Guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem we have is it's not really defined. What makes this qualify as anything like a temporary sign that's not just gonna be up all year.
We need
And
some.
also, to me, it's unclear, because you said seasonal specials, like, are these just the 4 posters? Or is it like, there's different posters for each of those spots that's gonna come up and go down at different times? Because if there's, 4 posters for each spot that corresponds to the 4 seasons, we're only seeing one set of them. And not the full set.
I agree. I'm gonna make a motion to table. So. Dave? Okay. Motion to table pending further information regarding the time frame of the signs being posted and the content of the seasonal posters.
okay, so it's been motioned to table, Hamza.
All in favor?
Can you say that again?
It's been motioned to table. So they
Okay.
just want a better definition of the time frame of the signs and probably a better representation of what's on
So
them.
If you wanna put it down, okay, so I have to come again?
Yes.
Okay, all right, you can, all
Okay,
right, sounds good. I'll be in touch with you, Bill.
all right.
Thank you, bye.
Yep, bye.
We want to know the time frame. We want to know what the posters are gonna, okay, the 5 cents coming off or whatever, 10-cent poster going up.
I think the thing is, he needs to make it historic. He needs to say this is the area it's gonna occupy, and if all of them comply with the historic nature of the district, and all of them are roughly the same size, that would be fine. He's
Just throwing pictures up.
Yeah.
Posters and off. It'd be nice to have a nice story.
Is he out of the area? This is twice or something, and he hasn't come.
Before we left, before the second one came up. We approved this first thing, whatever it was.
On the phone, why didn't, everybody else has made come to the meetings?
That's still-
Yeah.
I'm just being firm.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But that's, come to the meeting.
I know, it's,
Is there, he doesn't come to the meeting?
He has a newborn at home, so he's like, today, I guess something came up where he had to go to the doctor or something.
Because
So,
this is couple times we've had him on here.
He was here last time, but he left early before this case came up and he
Yeah,
just
got to
disappeared.
approve for the first one.
He just
Just on for the second one. Okay, what do we got here? We got the Kilmer Building, 31 Lewis Street. Advance and be recognized, sir. Come on down, state your name. Drink Swamp Root. Swamp Root makes friends.
I don't know when it gets tabled. I'm not sure what happens. Summary of the proposal is the applicant, Marty Dietrich, would like to build a structure encompassing the roof, the stairwell, and extend the fire suppression system to the rooftop access. In 2014, a larger structure was previously approved by Caud, but the project never materialized. So this is an updated version of what they're going to do to the staircase on top of the building.
State,
It's smaller, right?
Huh?
It's smaller than
It's
what we
smaller,
approved in
yeah.
2014. Yeah.
It's more basic than the original.
state your name for the
Yeah,
record, please,
Marty
sir.
Dietrich, from Norwich, New York. Yeah, so, in 2014, as was mentioned, this was, received a certificate of appropriateness, from this group. The project was much larger in scope. The owner at the time, Frank Whitney, had started the project. You may know Frank's run into some pretty serious health issues. I'm now the majority owner of the property. And what I'm asking to do here is a scaled down version of what was approved in 2014. There is 2 decks, a vestibule on top of the stairwell, and like a pavilion-like structure that was originally approved. The decks are in place. All we're looking to do is to complete a approximately 10 by 20 vestibule where the roof opening is. Right now, it's just a temporary structure and not usable. So the vestibule is almost the same dimensions as what was originally approved. What we're not going to do is construct the pavilion-like structure. So you'll go up the stairwell, you'll come into this 10 by 20 vestibule, and you'll have access onto a deck, which will have lighting and railing. And as outlined in these revised engineered drawings here.
Is this in conjunction with the restaurant or anything, or is it strictly
No,
private
it's
use?
primarily, we have apartments on the 6th floor
Mhm.
of the building. 2 have built, we have approval for 3 more. It's initially for their use. I may expand that a little bit with some of the other tenants, office tenants, but at this point in time, there's no intention for it to be used in a retail fashion or
Okay.
with associated with a restaurant or anything. like
Private
that.
social events,
be very
for
private.
tenants within the building and or friends.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine.
Sight lines to it are almost on each side of this vestibule. There are 2 elevator structures. So they're just kind of situated between the 2 elevator boxes on top of the roof. So if you're in the immediate vicinity, there's no line of sight to it. We'll try to match the surrounding colors as much as we can so it blends in.
Yeah, technically you can't see this from the street. And this back here is the railroad.
Yeah, I think we're pretty adamant about that in 14 when we passed it. I'm very content with what I see. Sound like a motion in there, Dan.
I'll make a motion to approve the improvements as presented for 31 Lewis Street, given that it's not within the sight lines formally approved and smaller than prior.
I second his motion. For Dr. Kilmer. All in favor? Unanimous. Thank you, Mr. Dietrich.
Oh, thank you.
Drink Swamp Root. Okay, it's gonna be 234, 236 Shenango. Mr. P, come on down, and staff. get all comfy in those chairs up there and then you gotta come down here. I know it. I think they are, but you know,
They're grandfathered in, so you're gonna have to suck it up.
they had little cup holders and palm trees when they were built, you know.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, yeah. So,
So summary is the applicant, Rep. Hornbeck, would like to demolish the rear of structure and construct a new wall for the rear of the building. He must also replace, repair the masonry in the northeast corner of the building in kind. Currently, the building is condemned due to the condition of the back wall of the structure. I emailed you the engineering report of the back of the building. Now, there's full disclosure here. When I started this project, it was a state and national registered structure. So when I asked Daniel Boggs, who works for the shippo department, I asked why half the structure was in the state and national registry and not the rest of it, because half of it was and half of it wasn't. And he said to me, oh, that's a mistake. So none of it is state and national registered. It's all just a local landmark building.
got part of your wish, didn't you?
That. Can you hear me? And, at this point, I have my engineer here, Robert Harner, and I have my contractor up there, the incredibly handsome Troy Roman, and from Lexrun. And between these two guys, they have kind of told me to try to look for the best of both worlds, like I said, for this project. So that's where I'm at. Robert, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, so.
First your name, sir. please.
Robert Harner, Lakeside Engineering.
Thank
We did a structural assessment of the building and it's in jeopardy of collapsing. Essentially, the beams have pulled away from the building, water got in and the whole brick facade ready to come down. So if that goes, then we're gonna lose the floor. So something has to be done relatively soon. So we're proposing to, shore things up, stabilize it, remove the brick and go up with a wood wall to support it, for now. So.
Yeah. Would like to put a metal, corrugated metal on the back.
Mhm.
Something that's a really nice look when you have an older building with a combination of the older and the new. It looks very nice.
Yeah, we could do that. Have it sent in. Anybody trying to save a building in town has got my support. Plus, I've seen a lot of Bob's projects. He always does top shelf projects. Everything he does is nice.
Yep.
Don't prove me wrong.
Well, I was thinking like gray, like on the structure that I'm redoing on 59 Eldridge Street.
Mhm.
The gray is one of my favorite colors, and like I said, it would look good. It would tie in with the other building right in back of it, which would look sharp. And I appreciate that compliment, John.
Well, it's true. It's, you earned it. It's not given. You earned it, man.
Thank you.
What I think we can do here is to approve the project as presented to share up the building, get things going. For the corrugated, you're going to have to come back and or submit to him because we can't do an approval of something we have no visual reference to.
I have a visual. You'd like to see it?
Is he able to submit that?
I have
He's
to
here
find the
now.
picture.
Yeah, you're here. Let's get it going.
I have to find the picture. Hold on.
opposite like the old Fritz Natal or Fritz tipping thing. Landers other building there. I think. Mhm. I think. This was approved back in 2000. Ripped that off. And when they ripped that off, all the water got back up. Yeah. That's what was shedding the water from the back of the building. Yeah. That's the neighboring building, Bob.
And there's also a porch that's all with white railings. Everything on this building really has very nice.
If you put it in my email, I can bring it up if you want.
What's that?
If you email that to me, I can bring it up if you want.
I don't have any service in here.
Okay.
Can
I
you
kinda
email
figured.
us to him?
drpelton@citybinghamton.gov. Gov.
Troy, I just sent you another picture too of the porch. I can text, but I can't. The meeting is-
Liked everything else I saw regarding it. Any discussion or anything? Anybody? Not here.
Originally, the building was the North Side Hotel, and then it was the Wales Hotel. But it was a hotel for, I think
Ever.
it stopped in 80. And it was a
I don't
hotel
even remember.
forever. Yeah,
Don't save it. We're not gonna have it. Wait for the email.
actually, I don't know if it'll send in this room. I mean, we've all seen it. Yeah.
I'm comfortable with it. Anybody? Okay. Anyone take a stab or I will? Okay, I make a motion to approve the project as presented for 234, 236 Shenango Street for the stabilization and renovation of the deteriorating structure. Better to save it than to lose it. And with the visual review of the two-tone gray corrugated metal to be used as wall covering. That about? Thank you. All in favor? Bob, thank you.
Thank you, John. Good to
Make it a
see
real
you.
pretty building. And see, what you can't get this guy handsome at some point. I mean, you got the one guy there,
He's better looking than this guy.
but to bring him down front, we got to look at him, geez. Yeah, thank you, gentlemen. Do us proud. Save a building. Yep. Okay, last thing we've got on our list is going to be Laurel Avenue or Rod Serling. Anybody here other than Pat?
Nick had a meeting, they said.
I can probably handle this.
Okay,
we've
it looks
been-
like it's a location and the base thing, isn't it?
So Pat McGinnis, Binghamton Parks, we met on site to hammer out a final location. We all came to agreement that the top location, the corner of Laurel Ave and Seminary, where there's a raised platform of earth there. I think it used to be a flagpole, a fountain at one point way back, would be the best spot for it. And then in the pictures, there is some base details for the statue. So the base is 18 inches high. And then it's got some inscriptions that are listed. And then the last picture is an example of how underneath the pedestal will look. It's something that the Parks Departments could install. We did a similar one on the firefighters memorial on the south side. So it'd just be a inlaid paver with circle base.
I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
And it's pretty much where we agreed it was okay before. So
Isn't there a small tree in that circle up there now?
That's what I'd call a scrub tree. We are gonna try and scoop it out and
Gonna
replant
relocate
it
it?
somewhere else. Yeah. Whether it takes or not would be a different question.
It's up to
but
the tree.
We'll try and save that guy.
Any discussion, comments?
that's basically what.
I like it.
So
Yeah.
around on the ground, like underneath the statue will be concrete. You won't see that, but then around the area would be a paver base, very similar looking to that. Might not be exactly the same, but in the realm
This
of
is what's
that.
gonna be written on the base.
Pavers, base, statue. Yeah. I like it.
And it's gonna be about the size, like, we're not gonna go nuts. with
Where
pavers,
this-
So it'll
where
be
it is
about
right
the
here.
size of that raised circular platform.
It's like we're getting a monument lawn if we keep going. Could be cool. Anybody not like it?
No, this is just an example of what's going around. the
I'm gonna make a
statue.
motion to approve
No,
the
no, no.
Rod Serling
That
base
exists on
project
the
as
south side.
presented.
One of them.
Second, anybody? Thank you. All in favor? Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Gonna have music. Do.
It's not gonna play the theme song, is it?
I hope. Oh, I forgot he was on the phone. Do we have any questions for him? It just passed. We don't need him.
It passed, so you're good to go.
Sure, no problem. Any other business to come before the board? Old business, new business, questions, comments? Next meeting is September 5th. Oh, September 5th. Guys, thank you. I would make a motion to adjourn the Caud Commission meeting for August 1st, 2023. Second. All in favor? Everybody wants to go. Unanimous. We're out of here.